Alright, lads, so it's the final day of November, and with that we have this month dev comments giving us an insight on what can have a plan next for potentially next month and the next coming months. Now, unfortunately, I will say right from the get-go, if you haven't already seen it, there's still no announcement or any information regarding the potential new accessories that we were supposed to get back like in April. And I do want to give a quick reminder because I have been saying this for a while. Yes, they did announce that we might get new accessories in the future, but they also did use the word considering. So they could have potentially considered not to give us any new accessories. I know a lot of people, myself included, have been saving up a lot of tickets for that inevitable day. But keep in mind, there's a chance we just don't get new accessories at all. We potentially have an upcoming end-of-year Bankai Live. Maybe they'll announce it there, but if they don't, I'm going to kind of give up hope on us ever getting new accessories. Just something to think about, right? Because I know every single month we get a dev comment, we hope that there's a new announcement. There's not, but there is some pretty cool stuff announced in this month's dev comments that I'm definitely looking forward to happening potentially next month or in 2024. So with that said, let's have a look what Kel have to say. Thank you for playing at Bleach Brave Souls. This is the dev team. We hope you enjoyed version 15.4 update that we conducted in November, which included the addition of bonus abilities, which I will say have been quite good. Definitely something that I'm appreciative because I was actually able to beat the most recent GQ because of it. They do make a difference, and it's actually really good for 1-5 characters. You can get your focus stat to above 1,000 without even getting your character to 5, which I think is actually noteworthy. They, of course, also added the Path of Friendship, something that I've been doing every single day, and that's a really good quest for new accounts. And they also added a more user-friendly character test play, which is pretty, okay. We ask for your patience as we prepare for a future update in December that would include more updates which we hope to improve the player experience. They then go ahead and mention that we are also preparing various campaigns and events for Christmas and the New Year's holiday, so we hope to look forward to them. That, of course, being the end of year event. Maybe the fact that they're mentioning Christmas here means we're going to get a Christmas mid-month, which usually is the case, but knowing that we just had back-to-back 1,000-year Blood War, anything is up on the table when it comes to mid-month now as well. But scrolling down, let's have a look at this month dev comments. First up, starting off with a potential banger, strengthening the special move level. In order to develop stronger characters, we are planning on implementing new content that allows you to increase the special move level of characters that have been resurrected. We ask for your patience until we can reveal any further information. Now, this right here, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of exciting. And honestly, I'm glad they're doing something about it. It's not been like one of the most requested features out there, but I guess it's more of a general term, right? We have all been asking for an easier time to max transcend or raise the special move level of all our characters. And it's kind of unfortunate they're only focusing on resurrectable characters here, but I still like that at least they're getting some focus. The perfect situation would be to get a special move source every single month. I don't think that's too much to ask for, but I do understand, especially as a newer player, you don't really get many opportunities to even pull for old characters, potential resurrectable ones that are really good links, some of the best links in the entire game. Like, you rarely get a chance to pull for them, let alone get them duped out. And with the new bonus ability stats that we did get last month, you can make some really good links. I believe as of right now, unless you're actively farming the point event, the only way to get old characters is through getting the unfeatured pull rate in any banner, which usually is not what you're really looking forward to, right? And especially those seasonal characters, old 1,000-year Blood War characters, old movie characters, for example, they're even harder to get and even harder to get dupes of. So I do like the idea that we can potentially have an easier time to increase the special move level of our older resurrectable characters. But how easy is it going to be is yet to be seen, right? When special move sources first got added, the idea was to make it easier for us to max transcend our characters, or at least raise the special move level, and then we end up getting one move source every 3 months. But personally, what's got me more excited almost is the fact that they don't say a new item. Usually they would say new item. Instead, they're using the term new content. So potentially a new quest where if you bring a certain character into that quest, you can maybe raise their special move level. I don't know how it's going to work. They're not really giving us much information here, but the main thing to take away from this is that it's a new potential quest, new content, where we can raise the special move level for our characters that have been resurrected. Now, what I'm really hoping for here, and it's something I've been asking for quite some time, is maybe it's a quest where you can only bring resurrectable characters. I would absolutely love that, and I feel like that's something they should be doing. We all know resurrectable characters are mainly orbs, which is nice, and it's nice that we've been back to our, 2 resurrection batch schedule a month. But they're also really good links. As for characters, some, even though they get good resurrections, you don't really play with them, because they're always going to be inferior when compared to newer characters. Why would I play with an old character that's going to clear significantly slower compared to a just significantly new and better character? But if this quest means it so we can only bring resurrectable characters, and that's not confirmed, keep that in mind, that's what I'm hoping for here, man, that would be really cool, and it would add significantly more excitement to any upcoming resurrection, because you could potentially take them into that quest and maybe eventually increase their special move level. I've just always been wanting a quest in general where we can only bring resurrectable characters because, you know, there's some really cool resurrectable characters that I have a lot of fond memories of when they were, you know, back in the day, the meta, the best characters in the game. Now, not so much. But we are also getting to the point where, you know, some of these characters that can resurrect have really good strong attacks and actually have some good gameplay. It's just that the damage output isn't all that. But if this is a quest where I could potentially get a use out of my old resurrectable characters, potentially increase their special move level to overall make my links better and make my main characters better, this is a great idea. How this is going to exactly play out, again, we don't entirely know, but I'm potentially down for it. I would hope this quest is something that isn't an absolute grind fest. That's something I'd to be careful of. Right now, you know, link sorting characters is already a massive grind as is. And I don't think they should be adding anything on top of that. Instead, they should go down the route like they did with Limit Breaker, where it's something to do extra any given month. Not a grind fest, but something extra. We need more content like that, not more grindy content. Limit Breaker was a great idea. You go into the quest. It might be a bit difficult, depending on the rules, but for the most part, it's something that you do maybe once or twice. You get your run, you get your rewards, you're happy, you move about your day. That's what I want this quest to be. I want it to be either a single player quest, a co-op quest, something that I do extra in any given month, but not something that I'm going to be forced to grind and spend all my soul tickets on. But at the same time, I also wouldn't mind that. But I think for majority of the casual players out there, just something extra, reward you based on your time is something that we should definitely encourage. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for this quest. But the main thing I'm hoping here that isn't confirmed is that we can only use a resurrectable character, because that would definitely add a lot more excitement when a certain character gets resurrected. The idea to take them into a quest, make them better, is something that KLF should definitely encourage doing. I mean, you can see right here, right? This is where we're at when it comes to resurrectable characters. So around here, around Calm for Your Worlds, like, there's a lot of cool characters here. And I wouldn't mind taking them into this quest to raise their special move level, especially if they do get some really good links, right? 1,000 Year Blood War do get an increased schedule here. Some of them are eventually going to resurrect when the anime does return. And even 5th anniversary characters, like, you know, if you have them and they get resurrected for the 9th anniversary, you know, usually anniversary characters get some really good treatment, some really good skills. You know, being able to use them in a quest that's potentially limited to only resurrectable characters would be fun. I guess in my opinion. So whether how good this quest will be, we don't know, but I like the idea of it, and I guess we'll find out more information in the coming months, potentially. Maybe on the Bunker Live. We'll find out soon, I guess. But that's basically like the whole chunk of the dev comments, right? That's like the most exciting one. The next two things are basically quality of life. But at the same time, I'm assuming most people might be excited about this, adding a favorite character feature. We are planning on adding a feature that allows you to register your favorite character, making it easier to sort through them. This is something that isn't like super crazy, but I know it's been requested for a very long time. It's one of those simple quality life features that maybe should have been in the game since the start. It's not a big deal that we've missed it, but I know a lot of people that do like collecting characters, having their favorite characters on display. Maybe having them appear at the top at all times would be something that you want to do, because I know, again, a lot of people have been requesting for this, so it's nice that that's potentially finally coming, maybe in December. And then number 3, updating the prepare for quest screen. Right now, this is what the quest looks like, at least when you're doing a point event. I think it's quite fine the way it is, but can I do mention here, they're planning on changing the preparation screen for specific quests. So they don't mention what quest in particular, maybe it's every quest, but the revised prepare for quest screen will display differ depending on the quest that you are doing, but players will still be able to easily share character information such as character attack type. So kind of cool stuff, nothing too crazy, but I mean, you know, a change is always good. If this is as good as they're saying it will be, I guess it will be appreciated when it does eventually come out. Once more, nothing too crazy, just more quality life that we do get every single month. But I think the main thing to take away from this, the more exciting thing, is definitely number 1, a potential new quest, new content, where we can raise the special move level for our characters that have been resurrected, so you can have a better time maybe max transcending your favorite characters that are harder to pull for, and make some potential really good links to make your new and better characters even better. And since we are here, we did get an update this morning that team effects are actually being removed. I assume this is in anticipation of the preparation screen. Maybe they're going to change it to like no longer have that there. Maybe you didn't even know team effects actually existed. They've just been so irrelevant in the game for like the longest of time. It was always a tricky subject to balance this too. Like you could give significantly more stats, but being forced to design a team based on certain characters is kind of like hard to do, especially in content where it might matter. But right now, essentially, if you brought like 3 Ichigos or you brought the Kuchikis, you would get a bonus effect. But the stat increase is like so not noticeable. It was hardly ever worth talking about. So from the looks of it, they're just going to be removing it. It's actually getting removed on the 13th of December. So maybe that's when we're going to get the update in regards to the new preparation screen, if that is planned to come out in December. But actually, I didn't even see this. This is actually news to me. I was not intending to talk about this, but they actually mentioned it. In a future update, we are planning to replace team effects with a system that will increase character stats based on the number of characters owned per affiliation. That sounds way better. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm super down down for that. That is a way better system. So instead of being forced to use certain characters on a team that offer like barely any stats, in this case, if you own 100 no affiliation characters, maybe you get 10% more SP. I'm coming up with random numbers here, but I know a lot of games do have that similar feature, and yeah, I'm super down for that. I definitely see it being a bit unbalanced. You know, there's only like 7 squad 0 characters, but I assume it would be like the traditional ones: Sniper, no affiliation, Hollow, Aranka, and Human, right? The main 5. I don't see us getting squad 0 captain, but maybe they do plan to do that. But yeah, that's kind of cool. I like the idea of that. So I guess the more you pull, then the more new characters you get, the more stats you could potentially get. But I definitely will see, maybe an imbalance when it comes to certain affiliations. Like there's significantly more Soripers compared to Espadas. So will your Soripers just naturally have more stats? We have to wait and see how it goes. But that is a way better system than what they have planned or had planned with the team effect. This was like an outdated system. It was never going to work. I'm surprised it took them 8 years to remove it, but I'm glad to see that it's not only getting removed, but it's getting replaced with a potential better system that I didn't even know was even mentioned in this news. That was not planned. So yeah, there you have it, lads. Not too crazy, but still some exciting things coming away. We have a potential new quest where you can bring resurrectable characters, raise their special move level. We have a new favorite character feature being added. They're updating the preparation for quest screen, and they're also adding a new feature where the more characters you have of a certain affiliation, we get more stats. Overall, cool stuff heading our way. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.